Sometimes in life, you plan to do one thing and then you have to pivot. Well, in today's English story, I am going to teach you what it means to pivot, and I'm also going to teach you some other phrases and vocabulary words that will help improve your English comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay. I hope you're ready for some learning and some laughter. After I take my time and read through today's story and allow you to shadow me, I hope you join me for a quiz at the end of today's story. So let's get ready for some learning and laughter. I hope you're ready to shadow me. Let's dive into today's story. Sabrina stared at the endless spreadsheets. Let me say that again. Sabrina stared at the endless spreadsheets on her computer screen. You say it. Feeling like her life was stuck on repeat. Again, feeling like her life was stuck on repeat. So Sabrina stared. So to stare is to look at someone intensely without blinking. That's a stare. Endless. So she was looking at an endless spreadsheet on her computer. So something that is endless, it's very long. It's without end. It's something that seemingly went on and on and on forever. So this is letting us know that Sabrina had a lot of work to do and complete. Okay. Now, when someone's life is stuck on repeat, they feel as if their life is not going anywhere. They're always doing the same thing. They're always in the same position, always in the same place. There's nothing new going on. They just feel stagnant. That's a great word. They feel stagnated or stagnant. Okay, so when someone feels stagnant, they feel stuck and they're ready for a change, or as I said, they're ready to pivot. Let's see what Sabrina does. Every day felt the same. Repeat that. Coffee, numbers, and deadlines. Deadlines that drained her energy like a leaky faucet. Okay, so every day felt the same. Just as I said, she felt like she was on repeat. Okay. Deadlines. A deadline is when someone has given you a date to have something completed by that time. So if I say, look, my birthday is next Friday, I'm giving you a deadline to figure out what we're going to do. Let me know by Tuesday. So Tuesday is the deadline, okay? So her job was draining her energy like a leaky faucet. Okay, so sometimes in life you can do something and it seems like it's pulling the very life out of you. Try watching kids all day. Your energy will be drained. Try dealing with a needy person. Your energy will feel drained. A needy person, what is that? Someone that constantly needs attention. Someone that needs conversation. They just need. Okay, let's continue. One morning, she decided enough was enough and turned in her resignation, ready to turn over a new leaf. So a resignation is a formal letter that someone is going to quit their job. Someone is going to resign. They are, as we say, out of here. Okay? So she was ready to end her career sitting in front of a computer screen looking at numbers all day. Okay? That's what an accountant does. And she was ready to turn over, notice, a new leaf. Not literally, but she was ready to make a complete change. That's what turn over a new leaf means. Her co-workers thought she was joking when she said she wanted to become a dog walker. Now, that is a unusual change or pivot to go from an accountant to a dog walker. Here in the rural side of the county that I live in, I don't live near the city. I rarely see dog walkers as a profession. I see people walking their dog, but a dog walker may have 2, 3, or 4 dogs at once out providing exercise for the dog. And that's something that you usually see in the city. And when you see it, it is amazing to see because it takes a lot of strength to control several dogs at one time. Let's find out what happens. But Sabrina meant business. Trading her pencil skirts for sneakers, and her calculator for a leash. Wow. So when someone means business, they are very serious, okay? Leave me alone. I'm focusing right now. I'm really meaning some business. I'm really trying to finish what I'm doing, okay? Stop teasing me. I mean business, okay? Stop laughing at me. I really mean business. Okay, so someone is very serious. A pencil skirt, okay? Now, a pencil skirt is the type of skirt that a woman wears that is very fitting. So it highlights or accentuates her figure. A pencil skirt. It shows her curves. Okay? A pencil skirt is a type of dress or attire that a woman wears that is tight fitting. And she traded that in for sneakers and her calculator for a leash. So she was making a big change. At first, walking 6 dogs, good gracious, 6, at once was no walk in the park. Especially when they all ran in different directions. When they all ran in different directions. I told you, it takes a lot of strength to be a dog walker, okay? 6 dogs? Notice she describes it as not being a walk in the park. Something that is not a walk in the park, it's not easy, Okay. Sometimes someone is so skilled or professional, they can make something difficult look like a walk in the park. So a walk in the park is something that is easy. Not a walk in the park is something that is difficult. Okay. So most people can drive an automatic car, but then you have a manual car. We call it a stick shift. Learning to drive a stick shift is not a walk in the park. You have to coordinate shifting gears with pressing pedals, and for some people it can be difficult, like it was for me, but I finally got it. And I enjoy driving a stick, but sometimes it can be an inconvenience. Still, with each wagging tail and slobbery smile, her stress began to melt away. So a slobbery smile, describing the dogs when they pant, or when they breathe, or when they smile, they have saliva around their mouth. Okay. Now notice her stress began to melt away. In other words, she began to be at peace, feel calm. Even though it took work walking the dogs, it wasn't as stressful as her last career as an accountant. Okay. By the end of the week, she realized she had found peace of mind, or peace of mind, that no paycheck could buy. So there are some things money just can't buy, like peace. And that's how Sabrina felt in her new career as a dog walker. She probably missed the money, but living stress-free was better for her. Okay. So her money will probably come later if she puts in enough hard work. But what's most important to her is peace of mind. And that is so true. Money can buy a lot of things. Money answers all things, but there's some things money just can't buy. Okay, last sentence. For the first time in years, Sabrina was living the dream. One paw print at a time. Excellent job. She was living the dream. So that's a phrase we use to describe someone that is doing something that they really enjoy. So you might say, how are you doing? Man, I'm living the dream. Really? What's going on? Hey, I work for 4 hours a day. I get to be around nice people, and I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm living the dream. Hey, man, what's going on with you today? You might say, I'm living the dream. Oh, really? Yes, I'm on a 2-week vacation. I'm doing what I really enjoy. I am living, as we say, living the dream. Okay, let's dive back in to this story and let's read it again without stopping, now that I have explained all of the key vocabulary words and phrases. Let's see if you can read at my pace, but most importantly, if you cannot, let's make sure that you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's dive in. Sabrina stared at the endless spreadsheets on her computer screen, feeling like her life was stuck on repeat. Every day felt the same. Coffee, numbers, and deadlines that drained her energy like a leaking faucet. One morning, she decided enough was enough and turned in her resignation, ready to turn over a new leaf. Her coworkers thought she was joking when she said she wanted to become a dog walker. But Sabrina meant business, trading her pencil skirts for sneakers and her calculator for a leash. At first, walking six dogs at once was no walk in the park, especially when they all ran in different directions. Still, with each wagging tail and slobbery smile, her stress began to melt away. By the end of the week, she realized she had found peace of mind that no paycheck could buy. For the first time in years, Sabrina was living the dream, one paw print at a time. Okay, let's look at a few quiz questions and then we will be done with today's English lesson. Number 1, what does drained mean? Okay, remember Sabrina was on her accounting job feeling drained. What does that mean? Number 2, let me know in the comments section. What is a pencil skirt? And number 3, what does stress melt mean? When someone's stress melts away, let me know down in the comments section what that means. What a great story today. What a great lesson. Letting us know that sometimes in life you just need a change of scenery. That's how we say it. Sometimes you just need to change some things in order for life to be better. Maybe it's your mindset, maybe it's your environment, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's your schedule, but sometimes making a change will do great good. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's English lesson. Be sure to go by my website. You'll find links to my workbook that you can order on Amazon if you did not know. And you can take notes along with me as I teach here on the channel. You'll find links to my other YouTube channels that have other activities and stories for you. And you'll find links to show your support on how to be a channel member or join the Patreon. Hope you take advantage of that. I enjoy teaching and meeting with you guys throughout the week. If my lesson has been a help to you, all I ask is that you share it with a friend. You notice I only do this once an episode. I don't hit the like button, subscribe. I figure if my lessons are helpful, you'll return the favor. And leave me a comment as well. So I just quit asking and I try to make quality lessons to help you guys out. And I hope it has. Well, with that being said, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I hope to see you then.